So then he called me up and he says, hey, Sandy, we still want to keep playing. Can we please come and play at your house? I'm like, sure, come on, you know. Love it. So actually for the first few years when they came, we weren't here because there used to be a party that we used to go to, you know, and they're like, you can't stop coming to the party. You know, I'm like, yeah, but the band, you see, we don't set the date of our party. The band sets the date. So that's why people say, oh, why do you have to have it on this day? I go, it's not my date. You know, I got to do it. So anyway, so they come.
His videotape.
So they, oh, so he called, can we play at your house? I said, sure, why not? So every year around right after Thanksgiving, they call me and they tell me the date of the party.
Okay.
So they come. What they do is they have a lasagna party at their house. We're supposed to go, but God, I'm so busy with things. Who has time to go? You know, we've gone like maybe 3 times. But what I started to say is in the beginning when they used to come, Paul and I weren't here. So I would decorate the house. I would set up, you know, little munchies for them, hot cider and hot chocolate, open the house, and they'd go. In fact, Jenny's 3rd grade teacher, Shannon Brock, right? So, I mean, I didn't know. School started back up. She goes, guess what? I was in your home. And I'm like, what were you doing in my home? And she's like, oh, my brother plays with the band guy, you know. And I said, you're kidding.
It's a small world.
I know. She goes, I walked in and I go, oh my God, this is so pretty. And she goes, oh, that's my student. And then I walked, she goes, but that was my student too. Oh, and I know Paul and Sandy. And then she goes, how come it's all their pictures? So she went to her brother and she says, whose house is this? You know, because she thought it was the band guy's house, right? So he says, I don't know whose house it is.
How long have you been doing this now?
24 years.
Wow.
You know. So anyway, so that was a few years, and after that, we said, you know, we just got to be here. So those people changed their date of the party. I said, if you want us to come, you got to change your date because we can't change our date. So anyway, so the band sets the date. So but the thing, it started with 3 guys, and then it's grown because everybody had children, and then of course because they're, you know, music people, they teach their kids to play. So now the kids, so the whole kids now play, and now we have keyboards, and you know, we have all this stuff.
And you have honking
And
cars.
and then they got married, and they seem to marry music people. No, seriously, their 2 daughters have gotten married. They have 3 of them, but 2 of them, and they married men. So this was his first year playing. So he says,
So
I
glad
gotta
they
practice a lot.
married men.
I know. So isn't that great? So
That's
that's
great.
the
That they
tradition.
married men.